Hey guys, what is up? My name's TheReviewDemon and welcome to my review on Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Now, in Metal Gear Solid 4, we get to see an awesome Raiden beat the living shit out of these Gecko units. And in Metal Gear Rising, we get to actually play as him. Pretty awesome. Now, first thing you'll notice in the game is the absolutely gorgeous artwork. Now, take a look at this. Take a look at his armor and how detailed and how sculpted it is. It is so beautiful. So the art in this game will just leave you in awe for hours and hours on end. And best of all is that you can customize this armor by giving him different uniforms and different weapons, and it all looks so beautiful. Although the graphics aren't especially good, like the surroundings aren't extremely detailed, but the fact that you can change his armor and give him some special stuff to wear makes up for the fact. You'll have hours of fun just playing dress up with this guy. So let's talk about the actual gameplay itself. Now, the animations are very fluid and dynamic and run very smooth. Every time you perform a move, it looks very cool. But aesthetics aside, some of the flaws don't come down to the actual gameplay, but the game mechanics itself. Biggest thing that annoyed me in the game was the lack of a dodge button. Instead of a dodge button, you get this really awkward step back and dodge and strike kind of move like you see right now. This move. It's not very useful, I've got to say, and I'd much rather prefer an actual dodge button so that when big bosses come and do their charged up attacks, I'll have some way to dodge them. And without that, it just makes the game a bit frustrating. There's always the alternative, which is the ninja slide and dash thing, which involves you pressing RT and running and just dashing up to them like so, but sometimes it doesn't really work as well as a dodge button, and in the end you just look like a robotic David Beckham. Another thing that really annoyed me about the game was the weird camera angle in the game. First of all, when you start off in the game, you slice and dice the air quite a lot. You miss and you hit nothing. That's because whenever you're aimed in at an enemy, it just seems as if the camera redirects your perspective somewhere else and you just end up hitting absolutely nothing. Admittedly, I did get used to this after a while, like after a few minutes of playing the game, but at first it's really noticeable, and it might just be me and my weird camera senses, but I'm sure it's not. It does have a very awkward camera, and if you're not used to hack and slash games, it may be a bit too weird for you. Being a Metal Gear game, I kind of expected this to have a really intricate storyline, but it didn't really have much of an impressive storyline. Maybe my expectations were just a bit too high for this game, and in the end I just thought of the storyline to be a bit too generic. I'm not giving anything away to you guys, I'm certainly not going to ruin the game for you guys, but I've still got to say that the storyline is nothing above enticing. I mean, the storyline, along with the fast-paced action, does help motivate you to play on in the game, but the storyline itself probably won't motivate you much to play, and it's nothing special, it's nothing we haven't seen before in other games. But like I said, the fast-paced action really does make up for it, and just find yourself playing for hours on end just to cut people up. I was playing for 3 hours straight and I didn't even notice. You move on to different areas and enemies in the game fairly quickly, so that's what makes it really fast paced. But on top of that, there's an awesome soundtrack which kind of accompanies all your fighting style and all your fighting skills, which is probably the best part of the game really. So overall, I really do recommend this game. It is a very fun game, and I guarantee you'll spend hours in this game completely oblivious to the outside world, which is always a good thing because the outside world sucks, and this game doesn't. So go get it. It is a very good game, and although the cutscenes can be quite long and tedious, some of the time it is very epic, like one of the scenes here. And that's about it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my review of Metal Gear Rising, and I'll see you guys next time.